My name is Greig McLean. I'm with Rural Energy Enterprises, and today I would like to talk to you about properly installing a burner mat and the burner coating in a Toyotomi product line. So here we are, and we have the Laser 30, Laser 300 burner pot. It takes a small burner mat inside of it. We have the 73 730 burner, and it takes a burner mat. This burner right here is for a 56 560. It takes a burner coating, not a burner mat. The 60 AT takes a burner coating, and the Laser 530 OM2223 both take burner coatings, not burner mats. It's especially important with the 56 560 product line to have a nice smooth burner coating down below. I have the Laser 3300, the Laser 730 73, the 56 560, and the OM2223 530 is very similar looking to these. I've gone ahead and I removed these from the unit. I've gone ahead and stripped them down. We're going to brush these out or sandblast these out. The tools that are going to be required for us to do this, we need to have acetone, and we can only use acetone. If we use any other product, i.e. denatured alcohol, paint thinner, or lacquer thinner, we're going to leave a small sheen down on the burner pot itself, which is not going to allow the burner mat or the burner coating to stick, so we always use acetone. We need a good set of paper towels. We need a pair of scissors. We have our burner coating right here. And we also have the burner mat for the 73 730 product line. I like to also use, I have down in front of me here a series of brushes. I've gone and I've bought this extension kit right here, which is going to make it easier to fit down inside there on our cordless screw gun. So I have a couple round ones here. I have a cone one here. I have this brush here. I have a good slotted head screwdriver, which is very, very important to us. Okay? So now what we're going to do here, we're going to concentrate on putting the burner mat in first. So let's go ahead and set these pots off right here. This is going to have burner coating. This is the small burner mat. So we're going to work on the 73 730 burner. And what we're going to do right here with it, hold out a piece of equipment. First thing we want to do is we want to flip it over. We have 3 screws down here that are holding our burner insulation pad on there. We're going to go ahead and take those 3 screws on out of there. And what we're going to do is we're going to inspect this insulation pad down below on this product, and we're also going to check the bottom out to make sure that the bottom looks good to go ahead and do this with. So here I've removed my 3 screws, take my plate off, and here's my insulator pad right here that I'm pulling off my hand. When I pull this pad off right here, I can see that we've been hot for so long that we're actually starting to come apart down below. And when we see that, I recommend putting in a new burner insulating pad down here, part number 20475850. It's a very, very important part of this burner situation. And by the way, if we've ever had a Toyo stove where it hasn't lit and oil is dripped out of the bottom of the burner stove, the stove must be taken down and have this pad replaced. Otherwise, this is going to be saturated with oil, and we take the potential of having a fire hazard in there, okay? So now I've got this removed. I want to take my hand. I'm just going to rub it across the bottom of this pot right here. If I'm rubbing my hand across this and I feel some humps in there or some depressions in there where it's not smooth like it should be, then the burner pot is not viable to have a new burner mat put in it, and you should replace the burner pot. This one right here is not that old, so I'm going to go ahead and clean this up. And I can get right down inside here and spin this around down inside here, and when I'm doing this, I'm cleaning all the material off of the bottom of the burner itself. There we go. I've got that nice and clean inside now, okay? So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to go ahead, I'm going to take some paper towels, and once again, I'm using acetone only. It's really, really important when we're doing this that acetone is the product that we use. It's going to help it stick better. And we want to do everything that we can do to help us assure that we're going to have a nice clean surface down there. And here I have, look at the material that's coming off on with my cleaning rag right here. And a lot of times when I'm cleaning this off in here, I need to do this approximately 3 times. So here's my first time. So here's my third wipe down. And let's see how clean I am inside here now. I should be pretty tidy in there. And this is, I'm doing this with wire brushes. My absolute preferred method to do this is with a sandblaster. And so when we do the 560, we will show you the sandblasting technique also. Here I am, I'm really getting my nice and clean in here. There we go. I really like how that looks in there. See how clean that is? And we want to pay special attention right down in here where the igniter lays in here, that we have all the carbon out of that little dip in there. Now, I'm going to set this off to my side here. This is the burner mat. It comes with a mat and it comes with a full tube of glue. Each burner mat that you install has its own independent tube of glue. Do not try and save this glue. We're going to be using the whole container of glue in order to make it mix properly. So this is a one-time use product. I'm going to take my tube of glue right here and I'm going to squeeze my tube of glue. And what I'm doing is I'm starting to mix my glue in there. There we go. I've mixed it up a little bit. I'm going to go ahead and take this, open my tube of glue up, and I'm going to push all the material, absolutely all of it, out of this tube right here. And when I do that, there we go. I got all the glue out of there. I go ahead and dispose of this properly. Now I'm going to take my brush and I'm going to mix this glue up. We can see down below here that we have this little bit of shininess, this liquid fluid, and that's something that we want to bring into our pile of glue. I'm going to mix this up really, really good. There we go. I've got lots of paint on my brush right now. I'm going to mix this up. I have lots of glue on my brush. I'm going to come over here to my burner pot. I'm going to start putting my glue in here. It's going to take about half the glue as I'm putting this in here. There we go. As I'm putting these knobs in here. Now I'm just going to go around. I'm going to do a very, very nice even coat across the bottom of my burner pot, making sure I don't get glue down inside that dimple, and do a little bit more glue in here. There we go. And if we get a little bit of glue up on the side edges there, we're not going to worry about that at the present time, because we'll be able to come back and clean this up a little bit. I'm going to take this, I'm going to turn this forward. I'm going to pick my pad up just like this. I'm going to take my plastic and fold it back. Now I'm holding on to the pad itself. I come down inside here. I line that up with my igniter hole. Now I can go ahead and touch the top of the pad and scoot the pad over until it fits in there right where I want it to be, which is right there, folks. That's how I want that to be. I can go ahead and put my burner insulation pad back in there. Make sure when you put the plate in, it has 3 little tongs that stick down. That's what's going to center that pad, and we go ahead and put that pad back in there. That is how we properly replace the burner mat in the Laser 73 730 product line. I have this burner pot right here, and this is for the 56 560 product line, and also the 60 AT. So this one has quite a bit of material down inside of it, so I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to work on trying to get just as much of this cleaned out of here as I can. So by going ahead and cleaning some of this bulk carbon out of here to begin with, it's going to make my sandblaster last longer and work better for me. There we go. I like that right there. I'm going to go ahead and empty this out in my trash receptacle. And then off to the sandblaster we go. So here's our sandblaster right here. We've gone ahead and removed the excess carbon inside there. My media that I have inside here, I'm using a medium media. I don't want it to be too coarse because it takes too much metal away. I don't want it to be too fine because it doesn't clean. And so I just have that nice kind of a whitey sand medium in here. So what I'm going to do in my sandblaster is I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to put my pot here. I'm going to sandblast away. I want to make sure that when I'm sandblasting, I always have an N95 dust mask on, and it doesn't hurt when you're doing anything involved with the Toyo stove. When we do have soot or product like that involved, to have a dust mask on. So I'm going to go ahead and put my dust mask on here, and I'm going to get ready to start sandblasting. all that dust. That's why we have this N95 dust mask on. There we go. Yeah, my burner pot's looking pretty clean in there. I see I got a little bit down here yet I'm going to work on. And a little bit up here. I think I'm just going to go ahead and finish this up with my screw gun with some wire brushes in my shop. Okay. Ah, I like that. I like that a lot. And we'll see how clean we get the bottom of this burner pot. And I tell you what, it's looking real good, folks. So let's go ahead and just dampen that with a little bit of acetone like we did before. Look at how clean my rag is. I'd say I'm ready, but I'm still gonna wipe some more down there. Okay. Oh, I really like that. Look at how clean our burner pot is. Now this is our burner coating. This is available through Real Energy Enterprises. I'm gonna go ahead, I'm just gonna take my anti-spill clips off of here. There they go, out of the way. I do not want to shake this can. This is a stir-only product right here. Make sure you read the manufacturer's label on the back side. I'm going to go ahead and pop this lid on open here. There she goes. And it comes. Make sure I don't have any material on there. I like to take my long screwdriver. I prefer to use a flathead screwdriver inside here. And I'm going to put that right down the bottom and start stirring all the pigment and all the material in the bottom. Now, look at that. We're nice and clean down there. Let's go ahead and clean our screwdriver off. Nice and tiny that is, doing it in that manner right there. Here I have my little acid brush right here. This is just a little natural bristle brush that I've cut the end off a little bit to make it a little finer. I prefer to use the chrome black acid brush is the best. Here I go, I'm going to dip in my paint to the top there. I'm going to go ahead and dab that material right down inside my burner pot. I'm going to do 4 dabs inside here. 2, 3, 4. I have the proper amount of paint now inside my burner pot. I'm going to paint across the bottom as I'm spreading this material across the bottom. Kind of looks like I maybe have a little bit too much paint here at the present time, which is just right where I want to be. Okay, as I'm painting across this surface here, now I have a nice even coverage down below inside here. And I can see my brush strokes in there. And so what I'm going to come with my paintbrush right down here in front of that fuel nozzle, and I'm going to come right straight across the burner pot like I did right there. And we can see my line coming across. I'm going to go on each other side of the line like this. Then I'm going to come down below, and I'm just going to start like flaring across here a little bit. And what I'm doing right here is I'm just kind of giving a nice natural pathway for the oil to flow evenly across the burner pot, following the fuel nozzle. And that is how you properly install a burner coating in a Toyotomi product. Thank you very much for your time.